Getting there. Even got my little baby whistle. Okay, thank you for coming. Rankyo, hajimasu.
Hey. Right. Taiso hajimasu.
Right. Not it.
Slowly, first going arms forwards in really big circles. Go all the way back, all the way up, all the way forwards. And changing directions. Taking your right arm, lifting, stretching it all the way up, elongating your side. So you're nice and very, very long. And then you're going to take your right arm and bend it over to the left. Try to touch the side of the screen. I can't reach it. And then coming down in circles forwards. And do another circle. This time going other side. Left arm up. High as you can get it. And then coming over to the side. And in circles. Hips in circles. Another way. Knees out in circles. In. Going the other way. Exactly. And then bending, keeping your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width, bending forwards. That's just letting your body hang loose. Walking your hands over to your right foot. And over to the left foot. And placing your hands down on the floor, walking your hands forwards. And coming all the way forwards into downward dog. And then from here moving forward into plank. Slowly lowering your body down to the ground. Keep everything straight. And push your chest up. Cobra, looking up into the ceiling, stretching your tummy. And then sitting back into child's pose, stretching your shoulders. And coming up onto all fours. I'm going to change my angle so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, from tabletop, you would reach a hand up towards the ceiling. Opening up your chest to the side as much as you can. And then threading your arm through. Lying down onto your chest, on top of your arm. Going back up, swapping sides. You're reaching up with your left hand. As you can get it, open your chest up to the side. And then threading your arm through the supporting arm. Need the supporting arm. And then coming back up again. Everyone's favorite. Coming up. Iris knows what it is. Iris is muted, so she can't tell us. Karita, what's everyone's favorite? By everyone, I mean me. Why is nobody talking? Can everyone hear me?
Keep talking. Should we sing something at you?
We are going to do some planks.
Boo!
Everyone loves planks.
Boo!
Have a great plank combination that we're going to do. I'm going to talk you through it as we do it. Pretty simple. We're just going to start with some ordinary planks. All right, starting in 3 seconds. From plank, keep your body straight. Try and tuck your belly button in towards your spine.
It's much easier with rainbow laces on your arms.
Now, when the time runs up, we're going to do what we were just doing from all fours, but from plank. So you're going to lift your hand up towards the ceiling and then put it down and lift the other one up, point it towards the ceiling and put it down. Clock's going to ring in 3 seconds. Your hand up and down. So from the other side, up and coming down. I'm just rotating. Five more seconds, and when we're done, we're going to start walking from side to side. You're going to walk your hand, foot out to the side, and again hand, foot to the side. Wow, this is hard.
Whew.
4 more seconds. And finally, down to elbows. Nearly done. And just back to from plank. Here, you're going to lift your leg. And if you can see this, you're going to lift your leg up and back down. And the other leg up and back down. Staying in plank. You're doing out of plank.
I just needed to see.
I will give you amazing verbal instructions. Stay in plank. Five more seconds. Done. That was fun.
Most exercise I've done since the last class I came to, Ophelia.
All right.
Sadly, that is the most fun I've had today.
The most fun you've had today.
Yeah.
It makes me so happy to hear that. I'm so overjoyed. Someone actually enjoys them. Child,
No, it's just a really awful
everyone
day.
else get very angry with me. And they get very angry with anyone who gives me inspiration. Oh. I can't really hurt now. All right. Standing up. Anyone need anything else? Your leg stretches.
Yes, please.
Bring your leg in behind you. Oh no, Alex, you're gonna be so disappointed when you hear what I have to tell you.
Oh.
You literally just missed plank.
It's as if I had planned it.
That you're not meant to admit. Sit in the corner and do doken.
Stop size.
Oh.
Yes. Now bring your hips up. Straighten out. Other side. Wow, Nikki can actually do them. I'm impressed.
You mean that anyone can do them?
Now bring this up. And throw it out. What else? Anything else? Anyone else? Anyone more? Anyone? Alex wants to do some squats or something, doesn't she?
If you're dying to do squats, we can do 10.
I think with let's do some squats. You can't see my face. Alright, we'll do the usual. So we'll do 10 squats, and then we're gonna do my favorite exercise ever because I got this from a K-pop video. You're going to squat, and then from here, you're just gonna half raises. So you're gonna lift your feet up onto your heels, onto your toes, and then back down onto your heels. And your body, your upper body is gonna stay where it is. Just your legs are gonna go up and down, up and down. That sounds fun, right?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll do that. Make it right. And I've got a timer for everything because everything's got to be precise. Go. And squats. Nice and deep squats. Ten more seconds, and then half raises. So holding squat, half raises. Alex and Iris are really good at these because I make them do them every day. That's why you can't even tell that they're doing them, right? Because you can only see their upper body. They're just holding still.
Are your ankles meant to touch the floor, or are they just going up and down but never touching the floor?
Mine do just tap the floor quickly, yeah, when I do them. It's such a small movement, I don't think it makes a huge difference. But you're done now. All three, I'm done. Okay. Taiso, what do you want?
Got it.
Kihon.
Got it.
From Kaizoku Chudangamae. Gaeshi. You know the drill. Then Uchi flicks to the eyes. Nice and relaxed. Bring them out. And then make sure they come back again. Uchi and back. After that, making your fist, doing the same thing. This time Jordan, Zuki, punching to the jaw. Again, always reset, come back to the thing I don't do. And then finally 10 to Segets. Same thing, this time keep your elbow nice and low. And again, reset after each time. We'll do 10 of each, starting with your right hand. Click, punch, punch. Each, eat, sun, chi, ho, rock, each, punch, two, each, eat, sun, chi, ho, rock, each, touch, two, each, eat, sun, chi, ho, rock, each, touch, two, good. Moving on to kicks. Then Kinteki Geri. These are nice low. Flick. The groin height from here. So then 10 Erikomi. This time coming straight through. Go for Sigets. Followed by 10 Keriage. This time rising kick. Keriage is important. It's important for all of these, but especially important for Keriage. If you're going to get any height when you force out of it, get your knee up as high as you can get it. Your kick, then we're going to go higher than as high than your knee has gone. So make sure you bring your knee nice and high, then kick. Come back. If you can't reach head height, that is fine. can aim for a lower target, but unlike the second 10, the third 10 should be angled upwards. So the force should be going upwards rather than straight forward. 10 of each. So Mechi, no, sorry, Mechi, Kinteki Geri, Keri Komi, Keri Age. You can tell I've gone back to work because now I can't remember what anything's called anymore. From Miggy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. Okay. Deep breath.
Cool. We're going to do a series of techniques that I'm hoping that we will be able to unfold in 2021 in 2 locations. One, when we're marching properly in Pride, because we're all vaccinated. And 2, because we have been asked to do a demo at Alpha Sport when they do their recruitment fair. So we're going to start with the classics from Hidari, Chirangamai, Kamaite. Right, Gyaku Zuki. So that means a punch, back punch to the face. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sish, hudge, Q, ju. Look at me doing Q and ju. Haraksagari to Miggy, Churangamai, Kamaite. And again, to the count, Gyaku Zuki. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sish, hudge, Q, ju. It's looking really good. Remember, the first person you're fighting isn't in drag, isn't in 4-inch heels. He or she, or they or them, and everything in between are probably going to be 7 foot high in my case, but someone now should be your height. So in my case, 5 foot nothing. The Gyaku Zuki should come squarely to the jaw. I'm okay if in your screen it looks like it's coming to the nose. Okay? So in your screen, make sure it's coming straight in front of you if your camera is straight. Next one. So defense from this, real basics, Iris, for your grading. Uchi Uke Zuki. I'll do 3 without explaining it. Ich, ni, san. Good memory, Helen. We've missed you. So she, I'll walk it through with you. So she, move forward, move your weight forward and cover like you're looking through a window. And Gyaku Zuki to the torso. Excellent. Go. Block. Punch. Rook. Block. Punch. Excellent. Sish. Hudge. Q. Ju. That's all right. Gary to Miggy. Chichigamai Kamaite. And again, to the count, same thing. You're blocking, you're looking through the window here, or you're doing a really beautiful dance movement as you wave your flags at Pride, and then you come in with the Gyaku Zuki and taking them out and fixing all your laces on your arms. Right, to the count. Ich, Excellent. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Ru. Sish. Hud. Q. Ju. My preferences for this, you can follow along, is to be as shoulder turny as possible. If you are doing a demo in the middle of the street, hopefully with hundreds of us behind us, you want to have that, you want to look better than the samba players in the group in front of you, right? They're all going like this, so we need to look pretty epic, and to look epic, you want this to be really exaggerated, and then this back shoulder should fully turn like this without falling over. So forward, back, like so. Make sure you're pivoting from your hips and not from your upper body. So you're doing it from your hips, because as Shakira says, they don't lie. Kesh, Shinkoku. Okay, next one up from Midare, Taiki gamae, kamaite. Great work, Charlie. If Sensei Nikki didn't have it, I'd be really upset. Okay, here we go. So, Taiki gamae, you're basically hanging out at a feminist march with a banner. Got your banner in your hand, it's up here. You don't want anyone to attack you on your torso, so you're covering your body, okay? In the pub, you're probably going, don't talk to the face, talk to the hand. So you're sort of covering with the open part of the hand. As I said, in a pride march, you might have your banners. Cool. Swami Gaesh. So someone's attacking you to the face. You are falling and striking them on the neck and then pivoting and punching them. So very like Uchi Uke Zuki. I'll do a couple slowly. Ich. Fall forward, strike your opponent, Gyaku Zuki. Excellent. Knee. Fall forward, strike the neck, Gyaku Zuki. Open hand, San, strike the pearls, Gyaku Zuki. Any questions?
I'm confused about, but have you got left foot forward or right foot forward?
Oh, I've got my left foot forward.
And then the hand that's up like this, is that your left or your right?
It is also my left. So
Okay.
all on one side. Good work. Cool. So fall forward, strike, back punch. Good work. San. Shi. Go. Rook. Sish. Hudge. Q. Ju. Aratsugari to Migi, to your right foot forward. Taiki gamae, kamaite. So now that you've got the swing of striking someone on the neck, or at least just pushing them back, make sure that this is fairly epic. As I said, we're at the Pride March, so you want this to be really big. So you can afford to be really big to start with. You can be quite hibidach. You can also take this quite far, so you can come in as a circle. So if I did it from the side, you'd be coming in quite far and then pushing quite far forward. It's all about how epic you look today, because we are demoing this. Make sure in your stance, it's a T-shaped as much as possible. Your arm is always slightly going up. So even on Shiji Gamae, it's always slightly going up. Same here. So like that. Otherwise, to the count. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Rook. Sish. Hudge. Q. Ju. Kaishin Zuki. Looking really good. We're almost ready to put our Pride entry in, which opens in January. Grab some water, we'll do the next thing. Good. From Midare, from left foot forward, gamae. So this time we're going to be in Midare gamae. Midare gamae, you have your hip, the hip that's forward, you're sort of covering them, and your hands are face down. There you go. Is that punch that we were delivering before is coming to your head. It's coming like so. You're going to cover it. You're going to hook around that punch, bring it to your body, punch them in the head, because there's nothing more epic than catching a punch, in my opinion. Actually, there's one more epic thing coming up, but I don't know if we'll be able to do it in our living rooms. So I'll do 3 slowly with commands. So ich. Fall slightly forward, backhand covers, hook it round, punch them in the head. Back to stance. If you know this really well, add a renhanko. Ni. Backhand covers, hook, front hand punches. San. Back, block, punch. Good stuff. I think you have it. Shi. Go. Rook. Siege. Hudge. Q. Ju. Looking pretty good. Ophelia-san, any corrections? No. Haratsugari 2. Migi. Midare gamae kamaite. Look at that. I like this epic. Nikki-san, that's amazing. We should all change our stance that way, especially Charlie. That seems very Charlie to me. This stance, stand, jump forward, and so you're facing the camera a little bit. So both your knees are facing the camera. And if you're in normal stance, your hands would be sort of one ready to go forward, one ready to go to the face. In this case, what you're doing is your forward hand is just covering this forward, and your back hand is sort of coming across, so you're here. Okay, so copying Sensei Nikki, which looks much better than mine, is that the forward hand is in front of your hip, and for most of us, it's covering our chest, and it's slightly out from our chests. Okay, so it's there. There you go. And that means that you're closer to the punch as it comes in. So I'll do the first 3 with some commands. Ich, the punch comes in, you block with your back hand, you hook over the punch, bring it to your belt, smash him in the face with your front hand. Good work. Ni, back hand blocks, hooks, front hand punches. Excellent. Back to stance. Again, higher grades can add ren hanko. San, backhand hooks, front hand punches. Good. Do it slightly faster. Shi, backhand blocks, punches. Good. Go, block, punch. Rook. Sish. Punch. Q. Last one, make it epic. Shoot. Okay, for those of you who've done this for a long time, especially brown belts and above, don't leave your hand there just because their face is sort of here now because you've smashed them and they've gone over. Don't leave this here. Bring this back ready to do something, because if they're anything like my opponent, Sensei Ophelia, then she's going to pull back and then try and headbutt me or something. If I leave my arm here, she'll just take my arm out, which she does on a regular basis. So if you're here, make sure you retract it, ready for whatever's going to come afterwards. Does that make sense? Any questions, any corrections, Sensei Nikki?
No, looked good to me.
Yes, looks good from a fourth Dan. We're doing okay. We're ready for pride. From Migi, Chiji Gamae, right foot forward, Kamaite. Chiji Gamae means that you're covering. Excellent stuff. We're just going to do 5. We're going to step off the line of attack, block a kick that's coming in, kick them. If you're me, kick them in the groin. If you're Sensei Ophelia, do a proper Keri Komi to suggest, because you are very Kempo. To the count. From Migi, Chiji Gamae, right foot forward. Ich, step off, block, kick. Good work. Front kick. Make it a front kick. So knee, back foot steps out. As front foot catches up, you block with your front and you kick with your front. Good. Is my internet going? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, no. Yes. Okay. San, step off with your back foot, front foot kicks. Shi. Last one on this side, go. Good. Okay. You're all losing internet. So, or I'm losing internet. From Migi, Chiji Gamae. We'll just do the same thing really quickly. H. Good work. Knee. San. Shi. Last technique of the day, make it epic, get them where it hurts. Go. Sensei Nikki, as you are here, we pick technique that you taught us, you taught me in Cyprus on a beach. And we couldn't work it out, and we wanted to, well, we could work it out, but we wanted any advice you can give us. So if I come into Sensei Ophelia and I get her into Gets with a sock talk, and I catch her foot like so.
Yeah.
We worked out that she can then definitely, or if I get her, I can definitely push out. So I come in, so she catches my foot and I can push out without falling over. Any advice on cartwheeling out so I can smash it with my underfoot?
Yeah, okay, so there's 2 versions of this technique. The simple one is the just kind of, you pulse your foot towards them and like get them a bit harder and to get, so that doesn't have any complexity to it. That's just like you're there, you push a little bit and they get whacked. Version 2 is the version you're asking about. It's the cartwheel version. Let's I might just tip that down a bit. Right. Okay, so you've got them, or they've got you rather. So put your hands down next to your foot, and then this is really hard to demonstrate without a support at this end.
Okay.
So the idea is this foot is supported because they've got hold of it. So you've got one point of support up there, and then you've got the floor with your hands, which should give you enough support that you can then turn yourself around and kick back along the line of your leg. So it doesn't even really matter if you hit them, because like any sensible person, if they have a foot coming towards their face, will just drop your other foot or dodge backwards or
So are you,
or
rather than like swinging it or anything, you're just kind of trying to stomp in the direction that they're holding your other foot? Okay.
Pretty much, yeah. There's a little bit of swinging in order to get you into the right position.
But
to
it's
do
not
that.
like you're not going full cartwheel legs. Okay.
No. Just round far enough that you can stomp backwards
That's what I
along
was
the
doing
line of
wrong
your
then.
leg.
Yeah, well, I described it as a cartwheel because that's what's in my notes from Cyprus, and that's the last time I did it.
What? It does look a bit like that.
Yeah, it's not a cartwheel. It's just less of the cartwheel legs.
Yeah. I mean, it has cartwheelish properties.
It has circles, like all of our techniques, and the 2.5.
And like you put your
Sorry?
hands on the floor and your feet are in the air.
Exactly. Cool. Thank you so much, Kihon. Oh, what a nice.
Hey. All right, I already sat down.
I know you've already sat down on your bed, no less. With
No,
your
I'm on the floor, excuse me, full Japanese style here.
Oh, full Japanese style. Look at you.
Yeah, I'm on the floor.
I'm on the couch. It's time.
I kind of moved my chair so I don't have anything to sit on.
Cool. I don't have much of a plan, so but here we go. But that's normally me, right? I love all of these. I wish I hadn't cut my hair now. I could have put it on my hair. Cool. Hopefully Jartley is coming, but I thought I'd do a quick Howa before we wrap up and do anything else, or do quiz, which I'm really excited about. Normally we talk about the history of Shorinji Kempo, but today we'll talk about the history of Camden Shorinji Kempo, and why it turned up and why I'm sort of on this strange and wonderful journey. I moved to Camden 12 years ago, and I started by exactly the same place that we have been training for a while. So Helen, where you trained with us at Busby Place, I tried the thing that you're asked to do as women often, which is to maybe try a kids class, and I tried it, and frankly the kids in Camden scare me, so that didn't go very well. So as they joined their gangs and they did their thing, I went over to Hackney, and it was quite a queer club, although most people were in heteronormative relationships at the time. We all lived on the queer spectrum of all the people who founded it at that time. And if I know Ophelia, and I don't know, Nikki Sensei, if you came across to the Hackney Taiki that we had. I don't know if you did.
Probably.
There's a huge space in Hackney with this, and so it was a really important space for me because I co-founded it with a friend of mine who had dragged me into Kempo, and he and the space, he basically co-ran the space. But it was a difficult environment, and it was compounded by the fact that we actually had some really strange incidents of people being very uncomfortable with it being quite a queer, us discussing aspects of our queer life, whatever that would be on the LGBTQ plus spectrum, at pizza after the class. So when I decided to start this club, I didn't kind of tell Ophelia what we were doing. And I said, do you want to start a club with me? She said, sure, without thinking it through, I reckon. We, on a cold day, not too dissimilar to the ones we've got at the moment, probably at about this time of year, 2 years ago, I designed some flyers and without consulting her, decided to say it's LGBTQ plus friendly and stuck it in front of her and she went, fine. And then I ran away and that's what happened. And I only did that as a really selfish act of protecting the space for me. But what's happened over this next 6 months to a year has been phenomenal to me. So I've really been impressed by people in the Kempo family, people who are already in the Kempo family, both here and in Worcester, sending me messages. I'll quote one from Worcester that said, "Oh my God, I love your activism. This is really important for what we do." Other people have quietly asked me about their sexuality, which made me think that I needed a lot of support in this club. And that's when I reached out to Stonewall and started talking to them about how do you support people who are exploring different aspects of their sexuality, because obviously I don't have a spectrum and I'm not trained in that kind of thing. I think the markers for me are Out for Sport, getting, you know, having Imperial help us get our Out for Sport membership. That was pretty phenomenal moment. Helen and Ophelia, you can concur, drinking in the Mayor of London's office with spectacular views of London. It's pretty epic, so I think they're definitely exciting. But I wondered if, before I stop rambling, if somebody else would like to talk about their journey. I don't know what brings you to the club and what keeps you coming. Alex, Iris, Helen, Ophelia. I'd ask Nikki, but this is like the second time she's turned up. It's great. She comes for Ophelia's birthday. Anyone?
Well, yeah, if no one else is going to go, then I'll go. There's not, like Kavita said, there wasn't really a discussion about this club being LGBTQ plus, being an LGBTQ plus space. But that said, I think that's always so from the moment Kavita said, let's run a club, I think that was of course a given to me, that I didn't even think that was going to be up for discussion. And when that sort of came up on this post, my side of the story, so I saw this on the poster and went, yeah, this looks like all the important information, LGBTQ plus friendly space included, like all that was stuff that I thought I would want to put on a poster anyway. So it's not, I mean, I feel like Kavita's story there kind of implies that I didn't approve when I definitely do. And this is, I mean, it's something that people who've been trained in other clubs as well will know that there aren't, the other clubs are also LGBTQ plus friendly spaces, but they don't have it written on the label. And one of the things we've learned this year is if it doesn't have that, then you don't know until you've taken that risk. And so I think, to me, it's very important that this club is LGBTQ plus, because I think it's pushing for a change in all groups, in all sports societies, to actually take a stance on this and on I don't know, I had something thought. I was thinking while you were talking, and then I forgot what I was going to say. I think it's an important thing to talk about, and I think it's an important thing to address, and I think that's why it matters to me that we are LGBTQ plus. And then when I go back to SOAS and when I go back to any other club that I train in, I'm gonna be as outspoken and as obvious about it and as in your face about it, because I think it's important that people are, and I'm gonna keep my laces on my belt. That's gonna be the first thing people see when they come into SOAS as well, from now on, until I leave.
Or we'll have to get specific belts made up. I think I've lost one.
Oh, but I'll use it in SOAS as well anyway.
Sorry, Alex, what were we going to say?
Those belts would be incredible, and I definitely agree with Ophelia. I think it's the explicitness of Camden being out there and then sort of just creating the most welcoming environment. Not to say that other Kempo clubs aren't, and I've come from another club, and I will also return to train at another club, but I will also stay at Camden for that particular reason.
Yeah, I think we all train at other clubs. I think not one of us is a, and I suspect that Camden will never really have, except maybe Helen, who is technically our only Camden person on the call. Yes. Yeah, but Helen went to university at City, so it's trained with Sensei Rob as well. So it's, you know.
But Helen's main club is here, and then she goes to other clubs. Our main clubs is somewhere else, and then we come here as well.
Anyway, it's really important to me. I'm really proud that we're part of the Stonewall campaign this year, because it's been on Sky News every day, so I feel very glamorous, obviously. Renchu or Waramas?
Hey. Right.
For those who aren't normally at my quiz, it works kind of like a Kempo session. So we have basics, then we have some philosophy, then we have some techniques, and then we have some apo at the end. Pressure points. Yay, everybody loves pressure points. And then we go to the pub and do the pub quiz round. The first few rounds this week all have a vague connection to the number 7. Just because rainbows have 7 colours in them. Actual rainbows that you see in the sky.
Wait, what?
Alright, okay, admittedly, technically they have like infinite colours in them, but
Thank you.
a rainbow drawn by a child will have 7 colours in it.
We were taught in school rainbows have 7 colours.
Yes.
I like the caveats in here.
So, what do these things mean? Harauke. What is Harauke? Excellent demonstration, Dan. Good. Yep, Charlie's got it. Good, so that's a sweeping block to the side. What is a Furizuki?
Slap with a fist.
Yes. What is a Gyaku Zuki?
Right.
Excellent, Charlie, well done. Okay, Shi. What is Shi?
Cool.
Yes.
It's the unlucky bow as well.
And it's death. And death.
Yes. Yes, many Japanese words have more than one meaning. Okay, what is Goho?
Hard technique.
What is Juho?
Soft techniques.
Tossing Kavita around the room.
What is Waza?
Techniques.
Stuff.
Techniques. Alright, so that was your 7 questions for round 1. Round 2 is philosophy. So please name the 7 key features of Shorinji Kempo.
Now this one I can actually do.
There used to be 6.
Yeah,
Yes.
there used to be 6, and now there's 7. That's why I'm planning on calling everyone out on when we get back to training and so on. Kenza Nichinyo, Rukiai Funi, Fusatsu Katsujin, Kumita Shutai, Shushu Koju, Goju Tai, Fuhai Shoju.
Very nice. Can you translate them, please?
I can remember them.
Mind and body is not
Mind and body are one.
is one.
Yep, mind and body.
Separate.
Rukiai Funi, love and compassion and strength. are 1. Or are not. Funi are not 2, rather. Not separate.
Hard and soft together.
Hard and soft.
Shushukoju, defense is primary.
Yep.
Fusatsu Oxygen to not to harm but to awake. I love that translation.
Not to kill.
Not to
Very
kill but to
important.
awake.
Thou shalt not kill.
Yeah, thou shalt not kill.
Thou shall awaken.
Thou shalt awaken. Fusatsu Oxygen. Give me to shoot type work is essential. And Fuhai Shouju.
Don't lose, winning is secondary.
Very good. Okay. Round 2 was quite short, but it had a number 7 in it, so it was too good to not do.
Oh, was that the entirety of round 2?
That was the entirety of round 2, yes. So round 3 is techniques. Oh, I've only written down half the answers. There we go. That'll be entertaining. So
Is
we're
that
going to
you've only
play.
answered half of them, or each of them you've put half the answer?
I've only answered half.
He's
of them.
given 2
That
options.
makes
It could
more
be either
sense,
or.
because the first thing I thought was you'd like put half the answer, and I'm like, seems to be off.
I could still figure it out with half the answer, yeah, considering if the answer is Hiraki or Tai, I could figure it out with half the answer.
Yeah.
Yes. So we are playing Tiger Gamae or Hiraki Gamae.
Woo!
Yay.
Everybody's favourite game. Okay.
And then
Kentucky.
the key to this is just to shout Hiraki or Tai as soon as she answers, and then
And
you
just
50
guess.
chance of getting it
Don't
right.
know it. Yeah. Kinteki Geri Hizu Kinami Gash.
Tai,
Aye.
Aye. Kotonuki.
Hiraki,
Katate Makinuki.
Hiraki,
Yep. Soto Kirinuki.
Hiraki, I think.
Tai, no, Hiraki,
Does it depend?
Hiraki.
I'd go Hiraki.
Is this one of the ones you haven't written the answer to?
Yes.
Or did you say Makinuki?
No, Soto Kirinuki.
Kirinuki, yeah. That.
Cube Gamae. Outside grab. Cube
Hiraki.
Gamae.
Hiraki.
Assuming it's not some weird stance. Okay. Yakugote Urugayashi Nage.
I do know the answer to this.
Pretty
Hiraki.
Hiraki, if you ask me. They're all like that.
Loads of you said things at the same time as each other.
Hiraki.
Didn't hear any of
Lucky.
Hiraki.
Hiraki. Okay. Yes.
I feel like we should have a vote. Like
If
we should do
enough of
it.
us
Yeah,
think-
yeah, we should vote at every round. We should say anyone who thinks here at the tie, put your hand up. Who thinks you're
Yeah,
put your hand up. and then we'll vote.
Anyone? Yeah, exactly. Maybe you can have it
Mix up.
between like different faces.
Yes. Crying smiley face for Hirokigami, and what other options have you got? Surprised face for Taigami.
Yep.
Okay.
Hang on.
Ryote Uchinuki. That's not one of the options, is it?
None of the above. It can be whatever, can't it?
Oh, I thought
It can be whatever grabs, it can be whatever stance.
I thought that was such a better way to do it. Like, just do this face. We'll do this face.
Are you just gonna do the face instead? Works.
Okay, so trick question, it can be anything, but it's usually done from Taigami.
So that was
Does that mean Ophelia was right?
Yeah, pretty much. Katate Maki Gote.
I can't remember which is which I'm going to use as a reason if I've got
yeah, I
it
can't remember which was which one. If it's what I think it is, then it's this one.
We've all put Hiraki so far.
Yeah, I'm happy with that answer.
Yay.
I don't think she has the answer to that.
Of course I have the answer. I know everything.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Quizmaster. Of course you have that.
Okay, so that round also had 7 questions. So we are moving on to round 4, which also has 7 questions. I was running low on ideas. Okay, so round 4 is Apo. So this is pressure points. So normally the way this works is I show you a picture and then you have to tell me what it's called. We're going the other way round this time, since I can see you. I'm going to tell you the name of a pressure point and you have to point to it.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
We're going to be here for hours.
Preferably all do it at the same time so that you can all be pointing at different things, and that'll be really entertaining.
All right, count to 3 and then we'll point at something.
Okay, so the first one is Tentotsu. So everybody point to Tentotsu. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Charlie wins. Tentotsu is this one.
Really?
Yes, really.
How do you know that, Charlie? Did you know or did you just guess?
I kind of used my psychic. I kind of just psychicked it.
He guessed.
I did kind of guess. I was like, that's a name that I feel like I should know, but I don't remember. But then there's also another point where I don't really remember the names, so I'm just like.
I never know the answers to these. Go on, next one.
Okay, next one. Danshu.
I know the answer to this one.
Oh, I don't.
2, 3. Yeah, this one. Okay.
Oh, I could just claim I'm pointing at things that aren't my head.
Yes, you could, but that would be cheating. Right. Kyosen. 3. Any advances on Ophelia's neck? Where is Kyosen? Okay, so Kyosen is here.
Oh, are we just progressing downwards?
Yeah, so that's Danshu, that's Kyosen.
I think I can see where the next one's going.
The next one's Sugetsu.
Yeah.
I came back just at the right time.
Good. Okay. Kikai. Kikai. Yep. Good. That's down here. Oh, you can't see that. Kinteki.
I was tempted to match it with you and say Kentucky at the same time. Wait for you to go.
Do you know what the next one is? Because that was number 6. What's lower than Kentucky? No, we're not going lower anymore. So the last one is Reikyo. Where is Reikyo?
On the back.
We're still on the front.
On the side anywhere.
No, okay. So Reikyo is here. So this was the middle here. So there, Danshu and Kyosen. Reikyo's up here. Okay. What age are rainbow guides?
Ooh.
5 or 6. 5, 4, no, 4 or 5 to 6.
I suppose technically if you're in Northern Ireland you can be 4 in a rainbow, but in this country they're 5 to 6. Yes, okay.
I'll point out by the time they get to Rangers it's a long time after. A bit hazy that bit for me.
Okay, who was the guitarist for the 1975 rock band Rainbow? I told you might have to Google some of these.
Mike.
No.
Dave.
No.
Dave. John.
No.
What were we after? The guitarist?
The guitarist from the rock band Rainbow, yes.
By
Richie
rock band.
Blackmore?
Yes, Richie Blackmore.
Oh, we would have got there eventually. Pretty close with Mike, I feel.
As in it was a bloke's name?
Okay.
An English bloke's name.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
What is the scientific name for the rainbow trout?
Oh,
Is it Latin?
Yes.
Does anyone here know Latin?
Anne, do you know any Latin?
This is actually Greek. Oncorhynchus micus.
Yes. Potentially not quite the way I would have pronounced it, but then I was probably going to pronounce it wrong anyway. So there we go. Name the main characters from the children's TV series Rainbow.
yay! This
Go on,
no,
Rita.
stop. This is Ophelia because I sat her down and made her watch it the other day. Because she has no idea what this is.
Excuse me, the other day was 3 months ago.
It was well, to be fair, this whole year is the other day.
Yes, yeah. They all kind of blend into one a bit, don't they?
I mean, I remember watching it. I can't remember what anyone was called. Go on.
Oh, you need to watch Kavita, you need to get her to watch it again.
I know, I'm really disappointed. I didn't realise how old it was. Should we do them between us, Ruth? Because I'm assuming no one else here will know them.
George.
Yep.
Zippy.
Bungle.
Yep.
So those were
just
the
the three of them.
Those were the three puppets. If you can give me the man as well, I'll give you a bonus point.
Yeah, who was the... I want him to be a Richard or a James as well.
Yeah, it probably was.
some king male name.
Is he an Ian?
No.
I can't remember him.
Steve, Don, Peter, Richard,
Mark.
Yeah.
Mike?
Yeah, male, English, Bible.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Jeffrey.
King Jeffrey. There must have
That's
been.
them.
Okay. What year was the rainbow flag first used?
Oh, I should know this. I don't. 1976.
Close.
7.
1975.
1978.
1978. And who was it devised by?
Oh, controversial. So,
According to Wikipedia, who was it devised by?
Many people.
so it was actually 3 people, and for the longest time they'd written the woman who had been instrumental devising it out of history. But when we were Charlie, when you were designing our logo, I kind of looked it up, but names escape me because they're not biblical male names. Once King of England. Anyway,
according to Wikipedia, it was devised by Gilbert Baker. I have no idea how true this is. I do not fact check Wikipedia. Okay, what is the habitat of the rainbow lorikeet?
Australia.
Be more specific. I was going to say.
Exactly.
What's a lorikeet?
It's like a tiny parrot.
Okay.
It's the most incredible bird.
Sounds an awful lot like.
Southeast
I'm gonna.
Australia and the east coast.
I'm gonna bet on mixed woodlands.
Yeah,
Very
what
low
about-
density.
On that basis, what about the Blue Mountains?
Grey Mountain.
Yeah, so it's
Right.
Australia. It's rainforest, coastal bush, woodland
Yellow
areas. Generally,
There are no yellow mountains.
I was
in
going to say the Blue
There's a
Mountains.
yellow mountain.
I once saw a wallaby in the Blue Mountains, so there might have been a parrot.
they've got rainbow lorikeets at Bristol Zoo. You can feed them. They're very cute. Who wrote Rainbow Six?
Tom Clancy.
Tom Clancy.
Good work.
What was the Rainbow 100?
A gay car race.
Not even close.
A
It
weather
was-
phenomenon.
It was a microcomputer from 1982.
What? What? Right, now I need to buy one of these computers.
Yeah, I want one too.
It doesn't look very exciting from the pictures. Okay, last question. Until 2016, by what name was the Rainbow Reel Tokyo known?
Rainbow what Tokyo?
Rainbow Reel,
I want
R-E-E-L.
this to be Scottish dancing, Japanese style now.
Well, that would be
Be
hilarious.
amazing. With rainbow flags instead of like where on the-
Rainbow flag kilts.
Sadly not.
Are you all Googling this?
Yeah, we're googling it
I
now.
would be Googling, but I've forgotten what we're supposed to be Googling.
Rainbow
Rainbow Reel Tokyo.
Tokyo International Lesbian and Gay Film Festival.
That's the one.
Tilg.
Cool. I think we're all in shot.